The Venezuelan economy, it's just totally out of control. It is complicated to even
The highest
explain
inflation.
it. Yeah, I mean, it's just, there are no words. We could even take hours and hours trying to explain it, and we couldn't. But that is certainly a big difference, and that's why people feel that when you come here and work hard for a little bit, at least you can see some fruit out of that effort.
Hey everybody, welcome to Love and America channel. Hey, listen, do us a favor and subscribe and like this channel for us if you like the content. So today we got some exciting stuff going on here today. We're going to talk about, multiculturalism within the Hispanic community. Okay, so my friends here, Neil and Lenise, they're from Venezuela, and we know Venezuela has fallen on some hard times, right? It's a rough place to live right now. Well, they used to live there. So they've got a real interesting take on the differences between America and Venezuela. They're here now, a lot more opportunity here, a lot more good things that they can accomplish here. So we're going to hear a bit about that, but we're also going to hear about this idea of all these people that come here from the Latin America and how it's a lot of countries, not just a few, not just one or two, but it's very much like Europe. There's from Europe many, many countries, and we as white-skinned people that have been here for a while, we think of Europe as where everybody comes from. Well, it just as there's Germany and there's England and there's the Netherlands and all those things. In South America and Mexico, there's many, many countries down there as well. And so they are also pastors here where I live, and I go to this church with them, and we do, I play music here and lead worship and things, and I've known them for probably 15 years or so now.
We came in 2003, and as a Venezuelan who was just getting to know about the Mexican culture, I found a surprise when I got here. I began to know people from all Latin America, and then discover the richness of a multicultural family that we are. So we began to do church with a different mentality, a mentality that honors other people. Not because we all speak Spanish, we're the same. We all know this, if all Hispanic people know this. And also understanding that we have so much to bring to the table, to honor each other, to respect each other, to get to know each other. So this became a lovely experiment, not always easy, but certainly we have learned to sit at the table and to share each other's life.
So you're saying even learning how to love people from different countries within the Latin community and understanding them took some time.
Of course, because it is a complicated experiment, right? It's like we all speak Spanish, but even our common words sometimes are not the same. So getting to know each other is a fun thing to do, sitting at the table, not just enjoying the same flavors like we cook, but exchanging flavors, exchanging experiences, and exchanging words, laughing so much at ourselves sometimes.
You guys do laugh.
Yeah, it's just like
we enjoy being around you because you laugh so much.
We're loud. We're loud people.
Yes.
So it is. I think it still is a lovely experiment.
See, sometimes we speak Spanish, but some words has a different meaning, a different connotation. So we have to pay attention to it because even the language is part of. We have a common language, but there is a diversity of expressions that is part of our diversity.
Yeah, amen.
Yep.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you, one of the things that I've enjoyed about you guys over the year is just getting to, have an opportunity to be accepted by you all, and to be loved by you guys. So my wife and I come here, we feel really loved, really accepted, and a part of the crew, And it's difficult for us because we don't speak Spanish as well as I should. I've been around Spanish-speaking people for many years. I should be pretty good.
I know.
But I'm a musician, and I spend too much time doing that. I don't have time to learn anything. At least that's my excuse, right? Okay, it sounds good, right? So, all right, so one of the things we talked about at the beginning, opening, is that we're going to talk a little bit about, so we went through that when you meet people who speak Spanish, right? They could be coming from 20 countries, and they could be coming from different situations, and they ended up here for one reason or another, and they have enriched our culture greatly. And so one of the things that we wanted to talk about too is this idea of Venezuela versus America. So we know that Venezuela is not It's how did you describe it? You said something, a soft dictatorship. Is that what you said?
Yes, Venezuela is going through a political situation. About 7 million people have left the country. In the past, Venezuelans were known for just having a good income. We have oil in our country, but the corruption and the political situation have changed, and many Venezuelans have left.
Okay.
This is actually the first time in the history of our country in which Venezuelans has felt forced to leave, to go somewhere else for the sake of their own life, their families. And this is something really hard for us to, as a society, to embrace. It's not like historically people have been used to migrate, but the situation is so bad that people have taken to this extreme.
What would you say the difference between Venezuela and here is?
Well, I think there are a lot of differences. United States, it's a country with a lot of opportunities.
Indeed.
I would say so. Opportunities in education, opportunities in, if you want to start a business here in the United States, you feel that freedom to do that. And if you fail, that's okay.
Try again.
Try again. And
Come on, because guess what? You're probably going to fail twice
Exactly.
or three
Try
times.
again.
That's probably how it works.
You have to
right?
refrain failure and learn from it, and know that it's there is a high probability that you're going to fail, but you get up and try again. So we see opportunities in that regard. We see that we enjoy a democracy in the United States, and we appreciate that. That's a great value, and different from Venezuela. Venezuela, they can say that it's a democracy when in truth it's not. And so we can say those different. We can see those differences in between.
Obviously, the economy is one of those big differences, because even though the economy in the United States is not perfect, it's certainly strong economy, and the Venezuelan economy, it's just totally out of control. It is complicated to even
The highest
explain
inflation.
it. Yeah, I mean, it's just there are no words. We could even take hours and hours trying to explain it, and we couldn't. But that is certainly a big difference, and that's why people feel that when you come here and work hard for a little bit, at least you can see some fruit out of that effort.
Well, that's a great thought, because the idea of, like, one of the lyrics in the song is you might be the refugee dreaming big. One of the beautiful things about America is you can come here as a refugee, or come here seeking a better life, get a visa, what have you, and you can have a business right away. I can't tell you how many people I know in this community that are business owners. By the majority, it seems like the majority of people that are here are business owners.
Yep.
There's a lot of entrepreneurs within the Latino community, and they go work hard, man. I mean, there's just no ifs, ands, or buts. Probably many of you out there experience some of the hardest working people you ever met speak Spanish, and they're from the Latino community. And so I think it's because they value the opportunity here. They know that, hey, if I get the grind going and I work hard, I'm gonna be able to do something and really help my family, change my standing in life, and they do it. So those are some amazing differences. And I think if I don't know if you recognize Lenise, but she was in the video, Colorful Place. She sang in it as well, and so it was great to have her in that. We actually filmed it here. And so it was a lot of fun. Those people that were walking down the street and stuff, many of them were from here. And then it was during COVID, so I tried to invite as many people from different ethnicities, but it was hard to get people here.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people still didn't want to show up. But we had a great time, and I want to thank you for letting us have it here and for getting your people involved and for all those things.
Thank
It was
you.
beautiful. So I think, in closing here, I just wanted to continue this series of talking to people from different places, and that they've come here, they have a different perspective of what makes America this colorful and beautiful place. And so, we learned today that, hey, when you speak Spanish, you could be from 20 different countries in South America. And many of the cultures are going to be different, right?
Yep.
We learned that when they came here, they had to adapt and to really learn all those different cultures. And so it's not just, and think about the people that come here, they're trying to do that in so many different ways. They come to a new country, they're trying to figure out how to navigate this thing, how to speak the language, and then you throw in, people coming to a church where they want to get fed and they want to become, understanding of what God's will for their life is and find hope while they're on this isolated journey. Yeah. And these two folks here came here to meet that community and to begin to work in that community. And might I just say that, the impact that they're having and the blessing that they're giving to this community that I'm in is great. And the people's lives that are being changed and the joy that they're bringing to this group of people and how this group of people is going out and changing this community is just amazing. And that's the freedom of religion that we have, is that you can come here from another country, you can keep your faith, you can actually grow your faith, you can share your faith, you can tell others about it, and you can build hope in a community because you're free to do so. And this nation is a better nation because of that. So, in closing, I just want to say thank you guys for getting on here today, for sharing a bit about what it's like to be, coming from another country, Spanish speaking, and just the differences between Venezuela and America. And so, folks, let's fight for this country. Let's not let it go down the Venezuelan way, right? Let's keep it free. Let's keep the government honest. Let's keep this a land of we the people and not of a few people, and where it's a just land where you can get justice and where the economy is good and we're free to work and to make something out of ourselves. So God bless everybody. Thanks for tuning in to this episode.
Thank you.
And,
thank you very much.
God bless everybody. Take
Bye-bye.
care. Bye-bye.